Ladies and gentlemen, today we dive into a subject that often feels like a chore but holds the key to unlocking extraordinary potential: discipline. Discipline is not about punishment, it's about preparation. It's not about denying yourself, but about defining yourself. It's the bridge between where you are and where you aspire to be. Discipline is the foundation upon which purpose is built. It is the driving force that transforms dreams into achievable realities. Without discipline, even the most inspiring vision lacks the structure and momentum to come to life. It's not enough to simply have a purpose. Discipline ensures that this purpose is pursued with consistency and focus, even in the face of challenges. That is the way out for everyone. Purpose provides the why, the reason we get up every morning, the compass that guides our decisions. But discipline is the engine that moves us forward. It's the commitment to take the necessary steps, no matter how small, to bring that purpose to fruition. Discipline bridges the gap between intention and action, ensuring that the goals aligned with your purpose are actively pursued. It is through discipline that we learn to prioritize what truly matters. When we align our actions with our purpose, discipline becomes a guiding principle rather than a restrictive force. It teaches us to say no to distractions, to delay gratification, and to stay focused on what is truly meaningful. Discipline creates clarity, allowing us to distinguish between short-term temptations and long-term fulfillment. There are moments when the path toward our purpose feels arduous and motivation wanes. In these moments, discipline becomes the anchor. It keeps us moving forward even when the initial excitement fades. It reminds us that purpose is not a fleeting feeling, but a deliberate commitment to something greater. Discipline doesn't demand perfection, but persistence, showing up consistently, even when the circumstances are less than ideal. By embracing discipline, we cultivate resilience and adaptability. It prepares us to navigate the inevitable obstacles and detours along the way. Discipline empowers us to remain steadfast in our pursuit, reinforcing the connection between our daily actions and our ultimate purpose. It is in this connection that we find not only progress, but also a sense of fulfillment that goes beyond external achievements. A clear vision is the starting point for any meaningful journey. It provides direction, purpose, and a sense of alignment that keeps us focused on what truly matters. Without a vision, our efforts can become scattered, reactive, and uncoordinated, leaving us feeling stuck or unfulfilled. Vision serves as a compass, guiding us toward the future we want to create and helping us prioritize our time, energy, and resources effectively. The clarity in vision allows us to see beyond the immediate circumstances and distractions of the present moment. It paints a vivid picture of where we are headed and why it matters. When this picture is clear, decision-making becomes simpler. We can evaluate choices and actions through the lens of our vision, asking whether they bring us closer to or further from our desired destination. This clarity eliminates ambiguity and creates a sense of purpose in our day-to-day lives. Having a clear vision also provides motivation during difficult times. It gives us something to hold on to when challenges arise or progress feels slow. A compelling vision acts as a reminder of the bigger picture, inspiring us to push through obstacles and maintain our commitment to growth. It transforms setbacks into learning opportunities as each hurdle becomes part of the journey toward fulfilling the vision. Moreover, a clear vision serves as a rallying point both internally and externally. Internally, it aligns our thoughts, emotions, and actions, ensuring that we operate with intentionality. Externally, it helps us communicate our goals and aspirations to others, attracting support and collaboration from those who resonate with our direction. Vision has the power to inspire not only ourselves, but also those around us, creating momentum and shared purpose. Clarity in vision doesn't mean having all the answers or knowing every detail of the path ahead. Instead, it involves defining the destination clearly enough to ignite passion and focus while leaving room for adaptability. A strong vision isn't rigid. It evolves as we grow and learn, but its core remains steadfast, serving as a North Star that keeps us grounded and aligned. The most transformative outcomes in life often stem from the smallest actions. Small habits, though seemingly insignificant in the moment, have the power to create a ripple effect that leads to extraordinary change over time. They are the building blocks of success, forming the foundation for bigger achievements and sustained growth. The beauty of small habits lies in their simplicity and consistency. Unlike grand gestures or ambitious one-time efforts, small habits are manageable and repeatable. They require less effort to initiate and maintain, making them easier to incorporate into daily life. This consistency allows them to compound over time, amplifying their impact in ways that aren't immediately noticeable but become undeniable as the days, months, and years pass. For example, reading for just 10 minutes a day might seem inconsequential, but over the course of a year, it adds up to more than 60 hours of focused learning. Similarly, saving a small percentage of your income each month may not feel like much initially, but over time, it builds a significant financial safety net. These small, consistent actions demonstrate how incremental effort leads to exponential results. Small habits also play a crucial role in building momentum. Starting something big can feel overwhelming, but breaking it down into small, actionable steps makes it approachable. Each completed habit creates a sense of accomplishment, reinforcing the behavior and building confidence. This positive reinforcement encourages us to keep going, creating a cycle of progress that fuels itself. Another powerful aspect of small habits is their ability to shape identity. Repeating a habit, no matter how small, sends a message to ourselves about who we are and what we value. A person who consistently exercises, even if it's just for a few minutes a day, begins to see themselves as someone who prioritizes health. This shift in identity becomes a driving force for maintaining and expanding positive behaviors. Small habits also act as anchors during challenging times. Life is unpredictable, and large plans or ambitious goals can be derailed by unexpected circumstances. However, small habits are resilient. Their simplicity makes them easier to maintain, even when resources like time or energy are limited. By keeping these habits alive, we stay connected to our goals and continue moving forward, even in the face of adversity. Ultimately, small habits create a sense of structure and purpose in our daily lives. They remind us that progress doesn't come from sporadic bursts of effort, but from steady, deliberate action. Each small habit we cultivate brings us closer to our desired outcomes, proving that greatness is often the result of the smallest, most consistent choices we make. Discomfort is often seen as something to avoid, a signal to retreat, seek safety, or return to what feels familiar. Yet discomfort is one of the most powerful catalysts for growth. It challenges us to step beyond our comfort zones, confront limitations, and expand our capabilities. Embracing discomfort isn't just about enduring unpleasant moments. It's about recognizing those moments as opportunities for transformation and self-discovery. Growth doesn't happen in the realm of the familiar. When we stay within the boundaries of what is comfortable, we risk stagnation. Discomfort, on the other hand, forces us to adapt, learn, and push our limits. It compels us to face fears, overcome doubts, and build resilience. Each time we confront discomfort, we stretch ourselves in ways that make us stronger, more capable, and more prepared for future challenges. One of the reasons discomfort drives growth is that it reveals our potential. It's easy to underestimate what we're capable of when we never test our limits. Discomfort acts as a mirror, reflecting both our current strengths and areas for improvement. It pushes us to confront weaknesses, break old patterns, and develop new skills. It's in these moments of discomfort that we discover the depth of our perseverance and the heights of our ability. Discomfort also fuels innovation and creativity. When we face situations that challenge our usual ways of thinking or doing, we're forced to explore new solutions. This might involve finding alternative approaches, learning new techniques, or thinking outside the box. The discomfort of not knowing or being unprepared ignites curiosity and ingenuity, often leading to breakthroughs that wouldn't have been possible within the confines of comfort. Moreover, embracing discomfort builds mental and emotional resilience. When we willingly step into situations that challenge us, we develop the capacity to handle adversity with greater ease. Over time, we become less reactive to discomfort and more equipped to navigate uncertainty. This resilience spills over into other areas of life, giving us the confidence to tackle bigger challenges and pursue bolder goals. Discomfort also deepens self-awareness. It forces us to confront our inner dialogue, fears, and beliefs about what we can or cannot do. By observing how we react to discomfort, we gain insight into our mindset and habits. This awareness becomes a powerful tool for growth, enabling us to rewrite limiting narratives and replace them with empowering ones. Finally, discomfort connects us to our humanity. It reminds us that growth is a shared experience, one that everyone navigates in their unique way. It fosters empathy and understanding, helping us relate to others who are also stepping outside their comfort zones. This connection strengthens relationships and builds communities that support collective growth. In embracing discomfort, we transform it from something to fear into a pathway toward becoming our best selves. It becomes less about the unease we feel in the moment and more about the possibilities that await on the other side. Consistency is the cornerstone of meaningful progress. While intensity can produce short bursts of effort and temporary results, it is consistency that creates lasting change and long-term success. Consistency establishes a rhythm, a pattern of behavior that builds momentum over time. It's not about how hard you work in a single moment, but how regularly you show up and stay committed to the process. The impact of consistency lies in its cumulative power. Small, steady actions repeated over time lead to significant outcomes. Each effort may seem minor on its own, but as they stack up, they form the foundation of progress. Whether it's practicing a skill, building a habit, or pursuing a goal, the key is persistence. Consistency doesn't rely on sporadic bursts of effort. It thrives on a steady cadence of intentional actions. One of the greatest advantages of consistency is its ability to create mastery. Mastery is not achieved through a single act of intense focus, but through countless repetitions over time. Consistent practice allows you to refine your skills, learn from mistakes, and improve incrementally. It's the act of showing up day after day, even when progress feels slow or invisible, that ultimately leads to expertise. Consistency also fosters discipline and accountability. When you commit to a regular routine, you build trust in yourself. You prove to yourself that you can stick to something even when motivation fades or challenges arise. This trust becomes a powerful driver for future efforts, reinforcing the belief that you can rely on your commitment to achieve what you set out to do. Another powerful aspect of consistency is its ability to overcome obstacles. Life is full of uncertainties, and intense efforts can falter in the face of unexpected challenges. Consistency, however, provides stability. It creates a baseline of effort that keeps you moving forward, even during difficult times. By maintaining regular actions, you ensure that progress continues, no matter how small the steps may seem. Consistency also helps you build momentum. The more regularly you engage in a behavior, the easier it becomes to sustain. This momentum reduces the effort required to continue and transforms what once felt challenging into second nature. Over time, consistency shifts from being an act of willpower to an automatic part of your routine. Moreover, consistency shapes identity. When you repeatedly act in alignment with your goals and values, those actions reinforce your self-perception. You begin to see yourself as someone who prioritizes growth, follows through on commitments, and stays dedicated to what matters. This identity shift strengthens your resolve and deepens your connection to your purpose. Ultimately, consistency lays the groundwork for enduring success. While intense efforts may bring quick wins, they are often unsustainable. Consistency, on the other hand, builds a strong foundation that supports growth over the long haul. It reminds us that true progress isn't about extraordinary moments, but about ordinary actions done consistently, day after day. Discipline is most effective and sustainable when it aligns with your core values. Core values represent the principles and beliefs that define who you are and what matters most to you. When discipline is rooted in these values, it feels less like an external imposition and more like a natural expression of your authentic self. This alignment creates a sense of purpose and fulfillment, making it easier to stay committed to your goals. When discipline is disconnected from core values, it often feels like a struggle. Forcing yourself to act in ways that contradict your beliefs or priorities leads to resistance, frustration, and burnout. However, when your actions reflect your values, discipline becomes a source of empowerment. It stops being about restriction and starts being about intention, choosing behaviors that honor what you stand for. For example, if one of your core values is health, maintaining discipline around exercise and nutrition becomes a way to live in alignment with that value. It's no longer just about following a regimen, it's about honoring your commitment to well-being. Similarly, if you value growth, consistently learning and challenging yourself becomes a way to stay true to who you are. This alignment gives discipline deeper meaning, transforming it from a chore into a deliberate choice. Aligning discipline with core values also strengthens your resolve during difficult times. When challenges arise, it's easy to lose motivation or question your efforts. But when your actions are tied to something deeply meaningful, you're more likely to persevere. Your values serve as a compass, reminding you why you started and providing the inner strength to keep going. This connection to purpose makes discipline resilient even in the face of adversity. Additionally, this alignment creates harmony between your goals and your lifestyle. It ensures that the path you're pursuing reflects what's truly important to you, rather than what others expect or what seems superficially appealing. By aligning discipline with values, you avoid wasting time and energy on pursuits that don't serve your long-term fulfillment. Instead, every effort becomes a step toward living a life that feels authentic and rewarding. Aligning discipline with core values also fosters self-respect and integrity. When your actions reflect your principles, you build trust in yourself. You become someone who honors commitments and lives with intention. This sense of integrity not only strengthens your relationship with yourself, but also enhances your interactions with others. People are drawn to authenticity, and when your actions align with your values, you inspire trust and respect in those around you. And so, when you're aligned with your values, you inspire trust and respect in those around you. Moreover, this alignment helps you define success on your terms. In a world that often glorifies external achievements, connecting discipline to core values ensures that your efforts are measured by what truly matters to you. Success becomes less about meeting external standards and more about living in alignment with your beliefs. This shift reduces the pressure to conform and allows you to pursue goals that bring genuine satisfaction. Ultimately, when discipline aligns with your core values, it becomes a tool for self-expression and empowerment. It enables you to live in a way that reflects your true self, creating a life of purpose, balance, and fulfillment. Self-accountability is a powerful force for growth and progress because it shifts the responsibility for success inward. Unlike external motivation, which relies on outside factors such as rewards, recognition, or encouragement, self-accountability stems from an internal commitment to your goals and values. It empowers you to take ownership of your actions and decisions, creating a sustainable foundation for discipline and achievement. External motivation can be fleeting. While it might inspire action in the short term, it often lacks the staying power needed for long-term consistency. When motivation comes from outside sources, it becomes dependent on circumstances that may not always align with your goals. A lack of recognition or diminishing rewards can cause enthusiasm to wane, leading to frustration or disengagement. Self-accountability, on the other hand, is not subject to these external fluctuations. It comes from a deeply rooted understanding of your purpose and a commitment to yourself. When you practice self-accountability, you take ownership of both successes and setbacks. Instead of blaming external factors or waiting for someone else to motivate you, you take responsibility for your progress. This mindset encourages reflection and growth. By honestly assessing your efforts and identifying areas for improvement, you develop a proactive approach to challenges. Self-accountability fosters a sense of control, reminding you that your choices and actions determine your path. One of the key benefits of self-accountability is the empowerment it provides. When you hold yourself accountable, you no longer need to rely on external validation to feel a sense of accomplishment. The act of staying true to your commitments becomes its own reward. This internal validation builds confidence and self-trust, reinforcing the belief that you are capable of achieving what you set out to do. Self-accountability also strengthens discipline. It creates a framework for consistent effort because it's rooted in personal responsibility. When you're accountable to yourself, you're more likely to show up, even when it's difficult or inconvenient. External motivation might falter in these moments, but self-accountability keeps you focused and committed. It reminds you of your why and the importance of staying aligned with your goals and values. This internal commitment fosters resilience. Life is unpredictable, and external sources of motivation can disappear when circumstances change. By cultivating self-accountability, you develop the ability to adapt and persevere regardless of external support. This resilience is invaluable, allowing you to maintain momentum even in challenging times. Self-accountability also helps you avoid the pitfalls of comparison. When you're driven by external motivation, it's easy to measure your progress against others, leading to feelings of inadequacy or discouragement. By holding yourself accountable, you focus on your own journey, measuring success by your personal standards and growth. This perspective fosters a healthier relationship with your goals and reduces the pressure to conform to external expectations. Finally, self-accountability encourages authenticity. It ensures that your actions are aligned with your true priorities rather than being influenced by external pressures or societal norms. When you hold yourself accountable, you stay true to what matters most to you, creating a sense of fulfillment that external motivation cannot replicate. This alignment with your values and aspirations leads to deeper satisfaction and a stronger sense of purpose in your efforts. Celebrating progress rather than perfection is a mindset that encourages growth, resilience, and self-compassion. It shifts the focus from an unattainable ideal to recognizing and appreciating the journey of improvement. Perfection, by its nature, sets an impossible standard, one that often leads to frustration, self-doubt, and burnout. Progress, on the other hand, acknowledges effort, celebrates small wins, and keeps us motivated to continue moving forward. Progress reminds us that growth is a process. It's not about achieving everything at once or getting it exactly right every time. Instead, it's about taking steps, however small, toward becoming better than we were yesterday. This perspective allows us to see value in every effort, no matter how incremental, and to build momentum as we acknowledge each step forward. By celebrating progress, we create positive reinforcement. Recognizing our achievements, even the smallest ones, generates a sense of accomplishment and fuels our desire to keep going. It transforms the pursuit of goals into an uplifting experience rather than a burdensome obligation. Each acknowledgement of progress becomes a motivator, reminding us that we are capable of making meaningful changes and reaching our aspirations. Focusing on progress also helps us develop a growth mindset. It shifts the narrative from "I must be perfect" to "I am learning and improving." This mindset fosters resilience and adaptability, encouraging us to see mistakes and setbacks as opportunities to grow rather than failures to avoid. When we value progress over perfection, we allow ourselves to embrace challenges. This approach also cultivates patience and self-compassion. The path to success is rarely linear, and expecting perfection can lead to unnecessary pressure and self-criticism. Celebrating progress acknowledges that growth takes time and effort. It teaches us to be kind to ourselves, to recognize that improvement is a journey with ups and downs, and to appreciate how far we've come rather than dwelling on how far we have left to go. Celebrating progress also keeps us connected to our purpose. When we focus solely on the end goal or an ideal standard, we can lose sight of why we started in the first place. By acknowledging the steps we've taken, we reinforce the importance of our efforts and the value of the journey. It reminds us that progress, not perfection, is what truly brings us closer to living in alignment with our values and aspirations. Moreover, this mindset creates space for joy and fulfillment along the way. Perfectionism often delays satisfaction, making us feel like we can only celebrate once everything is flawless. By celebrating progress, we give ourselves permission to experience happiness and pride at every stage of the journey. This sense of fulfillment energizes us, making the pursuit of our goals more sustainable and rewarding. In celebrating progress, we also inspire others. Progress is relatable and achievable, while perfection can feel intimidating or unrealistic. When we share and celebrate our small wins, we create a culture of encouragement and authenticity. We show others that growth is a process and that success is built on consistent effort, not unattainable ideals. In the journey of growth, discipline is the cornerstone that transforms aspirations into reality. It is not about striving for perfection or relying solely on fleeting bursts of motivation, but about aligning our actions with our values, embracing discomfort, and committing to consistent, purposeful effort. Discipline empowers us to start with a clear vision, to celebrate progress over perfection, and to build small, meaningful habits that yield great outcomes over time. It teaches us that self-accountability fuels resilience and that true success comes from honoring our commitments to ourselves. When discipline is rooted in our core values, it becomes less about restriction and more about liberation, allowing us to live authentically and intentionally. By choosing progress over comparison, consistency over intensity, and discomfort as a pathway to growth, we cultivate a life of purpose and fulfillment. Discipline is not just a tool for achieving goals, it is the bridge that connects who we are to who we have the potential to become.